Namaste friends, welcome back to GyanVeda channel. In this video, today we are going to discuss about Balanced Advantage Mutual Fund. You must have heard this from various things nowadays about some new NFO is coming into market. So in today's video, we are going to discuss about the detailed aspects of this mutual fund. So please watch this video till end. Anyone who visited to this channel for the first time, request you to please subscribe, like, share. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon so you'll get notification for our new videos. So this category of balanced advantage mutual fund is not new for us. It is also called as dynamic asset allocation. So in this today's video, we are going to discuss about how much it uses the equity, the debt allocation, what is the arbitrage. This is the important point in today's video. Also, how will be the tax treatments and how much returns we should expect from this kind of mutual funds. So before we start on this topic, so let's see some basic aspects of balanced mutual fund. This category was already there for a long time, and recently few companies started providing balanced advantage mutual fund as per the SEBI directive in 2018. So balanced mutual fund, you make use of debt, they save some portion for the equity allocation also. So there is a comparatively less risk than the pure equity kind of mutual fund. Also, the returns will be impacted in a balanced way. Balanced mutual funds are also defined like broadly into two categories. One is called as equity hybrid and other is called as debt hybrid. So when it is equity hybrid, so you can take a look at this graph. It is showing that minimum 65% allocation will be in equity and rest 35% has a choice that could be debt, equity or some cash or cash equivalents. In debt hybrid funds, the treatment is not mandatorily to be in 65% for the equity. So that's how the funds are differentiated. We have a detailed video for these categories already, so you can please visit the channel and watch that video. I think in 2018 this balanced advantage mutual fund category started. So let's see what is the difference in this compared to the balanced mutual fund. So definitely there will be an equity allocation for your mutual fund. Also there will be debt. The third one, which is important for this category, is the arbitrage. So we are going to discuss about what is arbitrage also. So equity allocation, when we talk, so we have a choice to invest in large cap, mid cap and small cap. So fund manager takes a decision how the risk profile he builds for this scheme. Accordingly, he will have the equity allocation. Also, they choose the equity stocks based on the value of the stocks. Sometimes they make use of the cyclical performance of the stocks. Also, they check what is the earning potential for the stocks in future. They compare the relative valuation. It's not absolute valuation, so please make a note of this point. So they always keep comparing between the equity and the debt segments, and accordingly they make adjustments to the portfolio allocation. They know about the market sentiments, whether the market is going up, it is greedy, it is fearful. Accordingly they make changes in the allocation. So what is arbitrage? So let's say it is a strategy to make some profit with simultaneous buy and sell. You may not hold anything in your bucket for a long time, so you will make some profit based on the differential prices. So it can be done in the equity, which is called as cash market. You can buy stocks from there and you can sell in the derivative market, which can be future and options. So let's say one example. In your same city, there are two vegetable or fruit markets. In one market, you are getting some kind of vegetable or fruit at some price which is cheaper, and you know that okay, in other market the price is little bit higher. So what you can do, you can buy from the first market, immediately go to the second market and sell it. So whatever is the price difference, that will be your profit. But there are some risks also associated. This is how it needs a trained professionals to handle this arbitrage. If you go in the market, there are pure arbitrage funds also. We have a separate video on arbitrage fund also, so please watch on the channel. How do mutual funds make profit from the arbitrage? So let's take one scenario. Suppose you have bought one stock in the cash market at the price of 1000 rupees. Same time, the derivative market has the price, which is a future dated price, as 1020 rupees. So you are buying from the cash market and same time you are selling in the derivative. So what happens, every month there will be an expiry in the derivative. So let us say at the time of expiry the price went up to 1100. So what is the profit you have earned from this transaction is the 20 rupees. Now let's say one more scenario here. Now you have bought the stock in the cash market at 1000 rupees. You have sold it at 1020 rupees, which is the derivative market price. But at the time of expiry, the price fell down and it went to 900. Now, even in this case, there is a profit of 20 rupees for your transaction. So this is how this fund or fund managers try to make a profit from the arbitrage segment. So now let's see whether there is a risk also. Yes, there is a risk. So let's see here. So there can be a loss also. Let's see, you have a price of the stock at 1000 rupees now in the cash market, but the derivative market is selling it as the less price for the future. So you may think that okay, there is a loss. In such situation, fund manager may take a call not to do any transactions. That's why there is a limitations on the how much profit can be earned from the arbitrage. So this is one reason these funds do not make very high profits, but substantially it gives some stable profit over the long term. How do we or the fund manager handle the risk in this investment? So when you say the equity investment, there is a high risk, but same time it is tend to give you higher returns. And in debt markets, comparatively it is compared as low risk, but it tend to give you low returns. So fund manager try to make appropriate decision based on the timing or the how market sentiments are flowing, and based on that he tried to make a balance between your investment and the return and try to earn more profit for your investment. So in market we have so many balanced advantage funds that you may pick from. So we have some funds like Edelweiss Balanced Advantage Fund, then Union Balanced Advantage Fund, Aditya Birla Sun Life also has the fund in the same. DSP Dynamics Asset Allocation Fund you have from ICICI Prudential also, then Axis Dynamic Equity Fund. You have HDFC Balanced Advantage Fund, IDFC Balanced Advantage Fund, Invesco India, then L&T Balanced Advantage Fund. These are few we have taken as a good performance for past few years. So if you have any additional questions on this one, which funds are better or good for the long-term investment, you can please mention in the comment box, so we will try to answer your queries there. When we talk about the tax treatment of any of the mutual fund, it broadly depends on the two things: how much is the equity allocation versus the non-equity allocations. So if we know it is equity, then we have short-term tax of the 15% if you redeem within 1 year. If you invest for more than 1 year and redeem it, then if your return is more than 1 lakh, then you will have to pay 10% long-term tax. So this is part of your income tax. But same treatment is not there when the investment is more in the debt, or if it is less than 65% in this mutual fund. In balanced advantage fund, there is no mandate that minimum this much percentage need to be invested in the equity. So how will you make the tax treatment? It depends on what is the optimum allocation in the equity for last 12 months. So make sure when you redeem, you ensure that what is the allocation in past 12 months. Accordingly, your tax statement will be done. If you have any questions on this one, please mention in the comment box, so we will try to answer it. Nowadays, you must have seen a news that there is one new launch from SBI for balanced advantage funds. So as per their documentation, they will try to maintain more allocation in the equity, so it will be equity hybrid fund mostly, and they will try to make advantage of the arbitrage market also. Also, they will focus on some of the cyclical stocks, so they will be able to make some profit in the short term. Also, they will try to pick a value stocks that will give you the long returns over the time. Here is some comparison how the balanced advantage funds have performed. So if you have seen here, we have taken last 5 years chart for few funds and compared it with Nifty 50. So if you have seen here, the absolute return is considerably less than the Nifty 50 gain for past 5 years. So you can take a look at this one, but it depends on your risk profile how you will pick these funds. So for whom these funds are designed, if you have a medium to long term investment, if you have only targeting few years of investment, you can go for this one. It depends on your risk ability. Also, if you want to have the balanced portfolio allocation, this fund may suit for your requirements. Sometimes you can make SIP investment also in this fund. If you want to have good strategy for this investment return, it is better to have a goal first decided. Accordingly, you can decide. SIP is always a good way. Also, if you have some lump sum amount now, you can invest in debt fund and later you can move in the STP mode. Also, you can choose from the regular and direct fund. We have some videos on this one also, so you can take a look at the channel. Also, you have an option for growth and dividend. If you have any question on this one, we will try to make video on this one also. On our channel, you will find many such investment videos that will make your investment journey much smoother and having the calculated study. So please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It will not take much time. If you have any questions, we'll try to make more videos. Thank you. Happy investing. Dhanyavad.